Hello there. Welcome to another mindset and self-care episode. I'm so glad you're here today and hope you're having a wonderful week. In today's episode, we're going to talk about how to ask for miracles and actually expect to receive them. I love this topic and I will tell you all about that. So here is a sacred reminder for you. You are a miracle magnet. Did you know that? You are. There is a portal that lives within you that opens up when you ask for things. It is a portal that connects your deepest desires with the infinite intelligence of the universe. Today, we will walk through all of this together. It'll be so much fun. Asking for a miracle should not be a last resort. It is actually a huge act of power. It is saying, I trust that something greater is possible, even if I don't know how it's possible. I'm going to tell you a little story that's a little bit personal, but I'm going to do it. A few weeks ago, I was holding my breath again. Our youngest son, Sammy, has been having some medical issues and recently had an ablation done on his heart that was not planned. It was something that popped up. We found out that he'd had a heart condition since birth that we had no idea about. So we had the ablation done. We thought everything was good. And then he was having some lingering pains that were not typical, the doctors kept telling us. Even though the cardiologist kept telling us there was no cardiac cause, this shouldn't be happening, it must be something else. New types of discomfort were emerging seemingly every other day or so. So this was leaving us a little bit worried and confused, all of us. Then I remembered a dream that I had actually asked for a few weeks earlier. In this dream, one of my boys' doctors from when they were little and had a lot of croup was the main character. He was a pulmonologist. He's now retired. He was the most amazing doctor ever. Not only was he really knowledgeable and such a good doctor, but he was a good human. He always showed up with the most love and compassion, and we just absolutely loved this doctor. So one night when I was especially worried, I asked for a miracle. I asked for a dream to just give me a little bit of comfort and to let me know that everything was okay. Dr. K appeared in my dream that night. I had not thought about him in a really long time. It was so divine that he showed up once I started thinking about it later. He appeared in the dream with such clarity and calm, which he's always been so calm in real life. I knew this was more than just a dream. It was a divine breadcrumb. I really dug into the dream after I had it. I'm such a nerd when it comes to getting into the meaning of dreams. I've always loved that because there is so much meaning there. That's a topic for another episode. When I really started digging into this particular dream, I saw so many things that were divinely delivered to me, and I clung to that. I asked for the miracle before I went to bed one night, and it was totally given to me. So now anytime I think about worrying or I hear of another piece of discomfort that's going on in his body, I just have to remember the dream. I asked for it and it was given to me. And I should continue to ask for these things when I need them, for clarity, for healing, for guidance. I don't have to carry the weight of worry alone. Then more recently, we went to the cardiologist for a checkup, and I was still carrying a little bit of lingering fear with me, fear that we'd miss something, that we were maybe going to hear bad news. They monitored his heart, and the doctor told us there's no sign of this bad rhythm. The doctor told us there's no sign of it. It's gone. This was also a miracle. It wasn't a loud miracle delivered with fireworks. It didn't come with a parade or anything like that, but it was a miracle. In that doctor's office, we received the answer that we were hoping for. The fear that still grips my heart sometimes loosened. I remembered my dream. I listened to the words of the doctor, and the fear cloud began to lift. So again, I was reminded that miracles don't always come as huge flashes of light. Sometimes they arrive as just a moment of relief and a normal moment in time that just feels peaceful. So here are some lessons. You are allowed to ask for whatever you deeply desire, not out of desperation, but with just openness and love in your heart, with trust that the universe or God or whoever your higher power is hears your longings just as clearly as your spoken prayers. Also, miracles don't always arrive with a bang. Sometimes they just show up as a calm heart, a soft no, a clear test result, a dream, or a moment of unexpected peace. Sometimes the absence of chaos is the miracle. And expectation is not control, it's sacred readiness. When you let go of the how and stay open to the what, miracles begin to unfold. Not because you're forcing them, but because you have made space for them to land. Let's talk through 3 really quick key points. Asking is an act of alignment, not weakness. When you ask from a place of surrender, you're not giving up. You are handing the steering wheel to the divine, to God, to the universe, trusting there is a wiser route you cannot yet see. Your faith expands your field of possibility. The more you believe that good things are not only possible, but probable, the more your energy attracts those outcomes in your life. I so strongly believe this point. And the miracle might be the shift that takes place in you. Whether or not outer external things happen, there's so much power in that internal shift that can happen inside of you. When peace releases panic, when presence replaces fear, when hope softens your heart. Here's a practice for you. Close your eyes and place one hand on your heart if you're somewhere where you can close your eyes, and ask, what miracle am I ready to receive? Then, what do I need to believe to allow it in? Write your miracle request in a journal if you want, or on a sticky note, or somewhere where you can see it often, or think it. Then walk forward as if it's already on its way, because it is. Here's an affirmation for you. I ask boldly, I believe fully, I receive freely. So as you step away from this episode, I want you to remember something very simple, but very powerful. You are allowed to ask, you are allowed to hope, you are allowed to believe in outcomes that defy logic and timelines and plans. Whatever that stirring in your heart might be, or that quiet yearning for healing or clarity or peace or ease or joy, it is not silly. Don't let anyone tell you it's silly or selfish or naive. It is sacred. Asking for a miracle is not about demanding either. It is about softening and opening yourself to the possibility that what you're craving already exists and it's just waiting for your permission to show up. So speak your desires, write them down, whisper them, think them, send them into the sky like balloons filled with absolute trust. And then expect, not with tension or gripping, but with joyful readiness. Because when you align with faith, you become a magnet for magic. You are already worthy of the miracle. Now, all that's left is that you have to be willing to receive it. That is all for this episode. I have been loving writing these past few episodes and just being a little bit more authentic with what's on my heart. So I hope they are well received, and I hope you're having a great summer. See you next time.